together. So without wasting much of our time, the genius of our time have decided to create 3 devices that will be interfaced with each other, controlling each other. One device cannot do without the other device, and the other cannot do without others. So the first device is the inverter. We created a 2000 watt inverter. So you can see the inverter here. The second device is a light sensor controller. This is a white sensor controller. While the third is a wireless controller. This is a wireless controller. So now, we are going to interface these 3 devices as one. And this device cannot do without the other. So my colleague here will explain more about this device. So let's talk about the inverter.
Firstly, the inverter is an electronic device capable of transforming an AC current to direct current to a given frequency or voltage. It is widely used in industrial equipment such as machineries, food processing equipment, even in your hostels, isolated homes, pumps, and fans. Secondly, we have the light sensor. This is an equipment that dictates the intensity of light. That is how bright or how dark a light is. And also, when there is light, the resistance tends to decrease, therefore tripping on the load. And when there is no light, the resistance tends to increase, therefore tripping on the load. And mixes of the LDR, known as the light-dependent resistor. And the different types of sensors, we have the photoresistors, the phototransistor, and the photodiodes. And what we have here is the photoresistor.
All right, the third device is the wireless controller. Actually, this device was made last year. But this device here, most of us can call it a socket extension. It's actually a socket extension. You can also call it a wireless socket extension. With this wireless controller, you can trip on or off any electrical appliances wirelessly. What are we going to use to trip on and to trip off these electrical appliances wirelessly? We have the wireless controller remote. This remote is like a wristwatch. So you put on the wristwatch, and any appliance you plug to this controller, it controls it over a distance of 100 meters. The wireless controller works at a frequency of 434 megahertz. So now, the G.O.T are going to experiment the concept of control with these 3 devices. So, during this practical experiment, we're going to call a student out to come out to carry something like a material to cover this light sensor. Because according to what my colleague said, she said that when it's dark, your appliance goes on, and during the daytime, it goes off. I believe with this concept, we can use this light sensor controller to connect to our street light so that at night our street light goes on, and during the day it goes off with our generator and any electrical appliance. So let's start the practical now.
Off your mic.
So I'll just call someone to just come out and Okay.
All right, what's your name?
Sarah.
All right, Sarah, you're going to do for us a little favor. We're going to trip on this inverter, and when the inverter is on, nothing here will be tripped on. So what you do now, this is the light sensor controller. We will give you this piece of material to cover it, to create the concept of darkness. So with this concept of darkness, we believe our load will be on. So on the inverter from that socket. The inverter is on now, and if you check very well, there is no light showing here telling us that there is power because it's still daytime. So Sarah is going to carry this material to cover this light sensor to see what will happen. All right, just cover it well. There's still light penetrating to it. Is it showing? Okay. Do you have a dark handkerchief? A black handkerchief? Hello? Alright. This is not the end of everything. This is not the end of everything. You can go back to your seat. Thank you. This is not the end of everything. You can see that the fan is on and this light. Plug this light well. Plug this thing well. Let's see whether the light will on. Plug it well now. Right, the light is on, the fan is on. But I think this is not the end of everything. So we're going to need our Dean of Student Affairs to put on the wristwatch to also control this thing. So, Father, please don't be afraid. Just let's put on this watch on your hand.
Favor.
Hello. They must assure me to the hearing of everybody that the wristwatch is safe. Is it safe?
Father, you're going to on and off any of the button. Let's see what will happen. Just press any button. If I press the middle one, let's see. Just move your hand. The fan is stripped off. Alright, Father. Press this one. Let's see whether the light will go off. Okay. The light is off. The light is off. Okay, Father, on it again. Let's see what will happen. The light is on. Father, on the second button. The fan is on. So, with the concept of control, we have been able to use these three devices to explain what we did. Last year, by this time, we created an inverter, a small inverter, but now we have upgraded this inverter to a 2,000 watt inverter. And this is what the journeys of our time are made up of. We do innovation. All right.
So So we urge all the final year students to consult the Genius of our time for assistance and advice for your final year project. Thank you very much.